You know what I'm saying? He put his boys on, put his team on. Ain't nothing you can say about that man. So, shout out that boy Sauce Walker.
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Man, coming up, like, when you was jamming like Screw and stuff like that, like, man, what was your kind of like standout songs that you heard from that era?
Man, what was it? Pimp the Pen, Lil Kiki. That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Fat Pat, Gangsta Strut, all that shit. Just pretty much just all that shit.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy that it's like 20-some years later and like that music still get
played to this day.
I ain't gonna lie, like when you listen to like the mainstream radio, they will still play that before they play the new H-Town.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, but man, like let's talk about a little bit about your recording process. Okay. Like how often do you record?
How often do I record? I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't be in the studio every week, every day. And if I need to go record something, I go. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, I'm freestyling. I ain't writing, doing all that shit. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to A-Red on the southwest and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what area you located in?
No, I'm located off in South Park right now.
Okay. Yeah. Man, see, that's a legendary area right there. Like, I like being in like places like South Park or like Homestead or Fifth Ward, to where you coming down the street and you still see like the slabs and the candy paint, the 84s and stuff like that.
All that.
Cause it's like a lot of like a lot of like outside the city limits, but you don't see too much of like that Houston culture no more. Cause it's steady changing.
You still do. Like in Bryan, niggas riding swingers out there.
Oh yeah, even like in Beaumont.
Yeah,
man, I was in Lake Charles, Louisiana, a couple weeks ago. I seen the whole slab line.
Yeah, niggas riding swingers out there too.
Especially like when you get to like San Antonio, Austin, like a lot of them adapted the culture. And even more people adapted to candy paint. You know, like you go to Florida and like Atlanta, like
they
people
got the
candy painted up.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how the culture just spread, you know what I'm saying? But like as far as like, coming up on like Screwed Up Click and like DJ Screw and all these different artists, like how would you describe your sound and like the way that you want to be seen to the world?
I mean, shit, I still talk about the same shit, sipping syrup, you know what I'm saying, smoking weed. It's the same shit, like coming down 84s, all that. Like you still hearing my music, but it's just more of a fast pace.
Yeah, turned up
vibe. But I'm still referring to the same thing, just more of a turned up vibe. So like new Houston sound, pretty much.
Yeah. So like I don't want to call it like club music, but it bang in the club though. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that you can ride and listen to, jam, catch a vibe and shit like that. But like, do you specifically go to the studio and try to make a certain type of music, or it's kind of like you hear the beat and whatever happen?
I hear the beat and whatever happens. Nine times out of 10, I already got the hook in my head how I want it to go. Yeah. So then after I come up with the hook, I just kind of go how I want the song to be from right there. So yeah, that's how I do my process. I get the hook down first.
Yeah, man, I've been in the studio with a few people that they could not make the hook first for nothing. Like they would make the verse, kind of make the verse first. Then whatever the verse about, then that's how the hook come in.
It'd be easy if you make the hook first, because then that's how you know what the topic of the song gonna be about.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, because the hook is really what the song's about.
But a lot of people that do like, it's a lot of people. It's easy to create the verse, but the hook be the hardest part, because they want to make that hook hit so hard that it just they think too much on.
And that's why I said all you really do is just gotta be simple and plain and just make it sound good. Just get a little banging ass beat and boom, you got a little hard ass record. You know what I'm talking about?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Sure, yeah.
Man, is there any artists that you would want to do features with? Like who you want to work with?
Sauce Walker, Big Tony. I like Big Tony.
Hey, shout out Big Tony, man. Like that boy, that whole North Central section right now, bro, they doing some things.
Sauce Walker. I would say J-Dog, Slim Thug, Zero. Zero, my favorite rapper, so Zero for shit show. Zero and Sauce Walker, top 2.
Man, when you was out there in Bryan, was y'all hearing a lot of Houston music?
Oh hell yeah, that's like, cause that's all we, cause we really closer to y'all than we are to Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, all that shit.
Yeah, cause it's like an hour and a half.
An hour and a half away, so yeah.
Man, I know y'all really closer to the schools though. Like y'all got
Texas A&M,
Blinn, and Prairie.
Prairie right there.
A lot of people then came out of Texas A&M more like the sports and stuff.
Like Ty Warren, he came from College Station.
Yeah, but I know man, from Blinn, Cam Newton came from Blinn.
Cam Newton.
He won a championship with Blinn, as a matter of fact.
Ty Warren, y'all know who that is.
Yeah, Ty Warren, yeah.
He from College Station.
And then you got Johnny Manziel,
Reggie McNeil.
The list goes on.
Reggie McNeil, AC Law. What's that boy that played for the Lakers? Alex Caruso. He from College Station.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he from College
I
Station.
didn't even know that.
Yeah,
That's
there's
crazy.
a lot of people
Like,
from
he
College
actually
Station.
from College
Yeah,
Station?
he actually from College Station, born and raised in College Station.
Damn, I ain't never know that.
Grew up on that boy. Yeah, he from College Station.
Man, that's crazy. But you know, like right down the street, you got Prairie View, and so many artists, you know what I'm saying, have blew up coming from Prairie View, from DJ Mr. Rogers
DJ
to
Chose.
Megan Thee Stallion, DJ Chose, Kirk O'Banks, Party Boys. Man, so many artists, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
do y'all ever like go down there and kind of like try to promote music and stuff at
And
the
now that
parties?
you say that, I should have been doing. I should have been taking more. Like instead of going to all these damn tent parties, that's when I should have been out there promoing. Cause like that's when it go down. The tent parties and you know what I'm saying, the homecoming. And now I think about it, yeah, you should do that.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie, like even the 10
Yeah,
parties
the
though,
10
cause they be
party.
going down.
Yeah.
Prairie View is one of those schools, man. Like it's unmatched. You
It's
know what I'm
always
saying?
gonna be forever lit. Everybody always gonna be there. And you gonna see a large ass tailgate no matter what.
I got the best of both worlds because I went to Prairie View my first year, then I went to TSU. But TSU was different because it's in the city,
In the
so a
city.
lot of things that go on, like it's kind of more like at the clubs,
At the
or
clubs.
you got that comfort of being like at home, or like you know you can you in the
Got
city.
options.
But when you out there like at a Blend or at Prairie View,
Everybody gonna be there. Everybody in that moment.
because it ain't nothing else to do. That's all you can do is go to the party.
And that shit be live.
It be turned up.
Be turned up.
And then they get like, if you look at their homecoming, like the history of their homecoming, they get the biggest artists. Like they didn't have like 2
TSU,
Chainz.
we don't get the biggest artists. You notice that when we did have homecoming, who we had Gunna. And
Y'all had Gunna.
and
I want to
Maxo
say
Cream. Maxo Cream, Gunna, and I forgot who else came that year.
somebody big hosted like a talent show or something too. I can't remember who it was.
DC Young Fly.
Yeah, DC Young Fly. But you know, like Prairie View, they done had Megan Thee Stallion perform at homecoming,
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. The list goes on. But it's just so crazy because that's the school that's the school you would think wouldn't be like that because of where location.
Yeah, honestly, now that you say that, I need to go out there and promo, man.
Yo,
For
man,
sure,
well,
sure.
when it get back
When it
open,
get back
because
open.
man, I got some little cousins up there in Prairie View, and man, they haven't had no parties.
I
I mean,
know,
they had like little parties, like just vibing, like little in the
Little
room
kickbacks,
kickbacks,
yeah,
but it ain't been like what
ain't like we
used
grew
to.
up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It ain't like that right now.
And that's why it would kind of fuck me up because I'm at TSU right now, and when I walk down the Tiger Walk, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, man, this shit dead to the bitch.
Yo, TSU been like that for a while.
And it used to be hoes though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, there used to be a lot of them, man.
But you know what TSU doing right now? They not marketing to Houston key. You know what I'm saying? They not marketing it to us. They marketing it to like people in California, like though, like Aaron. Like when you go to TSU, you meet a lot of people from like Florida, New York.
California,
Because
Africa.
like that's like one of those schools. If you didn't do too good in high school, like your GPA was like a 2.5 or something like that, TSU gonna give you a chance, and they gonna bring you out here and accept you into college and do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different vibe because they marketing to out of town.
Okay, for sure.
So I mean it's a smart thing because now it's more culturally, you got all kind of people coming from everywhere that never been to Houston a day in their life till they get to TSU. So it's kind of like they just don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's for sure. So it's live though. It used to be live.
Yeah, I mean Houston party scene is jumping too right now, and it's I ain't gonna say party scene, but the club scene. But you really got artists right now blowing up off of the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like just going to the club, spending money, popping bottles and stuff like that. But I don't think that's the me personally, I don't think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Simply because when you go to the club and you spend money, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna look good. Everybody wanna know who you are. Oh, this dude just popped 20 bottles in the club, throwing the money, la la la. But when that money is gone, then they don't remember you no more.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you gotta keep that up.
Keep it up. That's
Versus
why,
as letting the music talk.
exactly. That's why it's different in Houston. Like I said, like from networking with like some of the Go DJs and all that, I could definitely tell you it's definitely different. Like you gotta keep a constant flow of money going in to promote your songs, then going to clubs, slide the DJ some change, play this. You know what I'm saying? Constantly just promo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To whereas in Atlanta, everybody building each other up, everybody helping each other. This person might sign you. This person might sign you. This person might sign you. Where down here, we really don't got nobody to,
Well, Atlanta, I feel like they figured it out because, they call Atlanta Black Hollywood.
Black
so
Hollywood.
the average person that you meet is going to be in the industry. Whether they got a record label or they rapping or they
A&R
singing, they
something.
producing, A&Rs. They
Yeah.
know somebody that knows somebody because they have all that there. You have major record labels in Atlanta. You have major media outlets in Atlanta.
Right.
You have a lot of major artists in Atlanta. when you come to Houston, it's still growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't really have major outlets that's putting local or up and coming artists on. You don't have major record labels in Houston
Exactly.
either. So it's like you gotta kind of use like like the social medias and
Social
stuff like that
medias
out
and
here,
all that, yeah.
or just really get out there and just try to meet everybody you know. But even still,
You gonna
when you
get
look
so
at
far.
when you look at the artists that's blowing up out of Texas, besides like a Yellow Beezy, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, like it's hard for artists to get all the way out of Texas. A lot of them just stay in Texas.
Exactly.
But I think Texas is so big that if you just hit all the Texas cities,
You can still make it like El Paso, like niggas don't know.
yeah,
it's
El
9 hours just
Paso,
to drive out there.
Killeen, Billings, South Padre,
College Station, Corpus
Yeah.
Christi.
you can literally
Knoxville,
tour Texas
tour
and
Texas
blow up.
and blow up. But you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some money.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
I mean, one time I drove from Houston to El Paso.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could drive 13, 14 hours and still be in the same state, bro. I was
El
like,
Paso,
what the fuck?
Yeah, El Paso long as fuck. Yeah, picture that. I was flying to LA, and just to get out of Texas, it took us like 3-4 hours just to get out of Texas.
Yeah, that shit
Shit
crazy.
Texas
Because
is down big.
you can drive from Beaumont and drive all the way through Louisiana to one
Louisiana.
end to the other side
Mhm.
and really run through that shit in like 6-7 hours.
Mhm.
Texas, hell nah, you
No,
still
no,
only
man,
halfway
that shit
there.
crazy. El Paso
But I mean, they
crazy.
just let you know how big the market is, and I always try to speak on like marketing and promoting and just give game to artists that's coming out of Texas, because it is different coming out of
Definitely
Texas, So like when I do sit down and do interviews with people, that's why I try to give that to the audience and
Yeah,
stuff
for
like
sure.
that. So like, what's some of like the marketing strategies that you have to stand out?
Well, some of the market strategies I use, just pretty much just building my brand, using professional photos.